All right, we are back, and so sorry about one. The players just wanted to get to it right away. Score is going to be 1-1. Definitely didn't expect that, but Trident T1 Daughters came out strong at the start, able to get that first cap, but Rise Nation answered right back. Of course, kicking things off with the Australians, who I've absolutely enjoyed watching here at the Call of Duty Championships. And Damage on the other screen here as he's trying to just hold this off on defense. One player's going to be pushing in. He's going to have to back up, and you can see that pincer coming around there as it's not going to be a good look. But look here, Escadu is going to get taken out too, and that is going to be another cap there for Rise Nation.
Yeah, I mean, huge plays out of Rise Nation right there. You saw all 4 players of their team actually be able to get into the T1 Daughters base, and I believe you have Pac-Man up top in that top green spot. Such a power position, Golden Boy, able to get up there and just rack up kills, but no, they need to close their front door, T1 Daughters. That's really important.
Yeah, they do. They do. The fact that he ran up and has not closed that front door yet is not a good call. They're not a good sign of things to come. But Dens is going to get taken out. Chilean now, as he will try and at least empty out this this goal area, but he can't quite do it. They need to be mindful of that doorway, and they're not going to let him get any kind of time to do so. One more player is going to be hanging out over there, and I think that is going to be, I believe it's going to be Looney. And yes, it is Looney. He takes out Dens. 4 down now. Izzy is going to be up as he's 5-5. Had a great start, but he ended up dying 3 in a row. Now 4 in a row here.
Yeah.
Not having the best part here within this this third or this 4th minute of this matchup.
Yeah, you know, Rise Nation pretty much playing the smackdown right now, Golden Boy. And
yeah.
No, what you're seeing out of T1 Daughters, they're trying to overextend, and it's so early in the game, you just got to rotate back, close your doors, and seal off your base. Because right now, you see them keep overextending. They're not getting any caps out of it. I know you're just digging yourself a bigger hole.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's never, you want to be able to use that, you know, those interactive events there, the doors and all that stuff, you know, to be able to change the map around in your favor. You got to close that door. It's just a great defensive technique. But now taking a look still with Izzy. He is 6-6, able to pick up a kill, though, after losing about 4 kills straight in his gun battles. Finds one, gets cleaned up. Dens on your screen, 9-3, 6-point lead for the T1, or for Rise Nation. T1 Daughters came out strong at the start, but they just could not seem to get their bearings together leading into that 3rd minute into the matchup. And in the 4th, about the 4:30 mark, or they were just starting to lose it altogether. And now you can see why this lead has just continued to pile on.
Yeah, and you know, if you're T1 Daughters on this side of the map, your main spot that you want to put pressure on is into that white building, directly across from your front door. You can get into that white building, you're going to spawn Rise Nation the back left of crates, which is the longest possible route it would take for them to score. And also one of the easiest spots to spawn kill out of if you can get to back white. So, yeah, playing it a little backwards right now, trying to overextend, maybe a little nervous, being down by 6 caps, but
yeah.
I mean, it's still a manageable game, especially on a map like Crate where you can rally off numerous caps in a row.
It's all about just being 1 cap at a time. That's the way you have to think about it. Don't think like, all right, we're down by 6. Think, all right, I need to get 1 more. Great, now it's 10-5. I need to get another one. Nice, now it's 10-6. And if you could just think with that kind of mindset, not necessarily concern yourself too much with, you know, going nuts about, you know, like trying to catch up right away.
Right.
Just play your matchup. Of course, one thing I'm not seeing out of Trident T1 Daughters do is enforcing the spawns and the back crates. Seems like they're just pushing up any way that they can get an opening, and that hasn't been working out too well for them.
Yeah, it's a little bit of nerves, I think. You know, once you start, you know, get spawn killed a little bit, you try and break out any way possible. And, you know, perfect thing that you touched on, Golden Boy, is you're not going to make up, you know.
Oh, nice snipe out of
right
Chilean.
there.
That was dirty.
You're not going to make up 6 caps in 1 shot.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have to chop down the lead a little bit at a time. So, you know, if you can push up, get a little good hold on, maybe rally off 2 or 3 caps. You know, right now, you see the T1 Daughters team able to get 3 down.
They need to get both of these caps here.
They need to get both of these caps.
This
probably
is
even
critical.
a 3rd cap. Right?
This is critical. But it seems like he's going to get taken out. There's going to be 1 player left alive. That is going to be Dens. Dens gets cleaned up. 1 more guy. They need at least 1 more cap here so that this way they can have a little bit more of a momentum push going into this. There's going to be a player there on the defense moving in. He is going to have a teammate there for support. That will be Chilean. 4 seconds remaining. Sliding in, and they get it, making it a 4-point lead, but still Rise Nation in the lead. A 4-point lead for Rise Nation. And with that said, though, it feels like Trident T1 Daughters were able to at least tell Rise Nation, we're not out of this just yet.
Absolutely.
We
like
have the energy to win this
like
game.
we were saying, you know, they were down by 4 scores. They chopped it in half right in that last, minute 20 seconds
That's right.
area. So, you know, going into the second half, you're needing to see more.
They were down by 6, I believe.
Yeah, they were down 6. So,
And they were
okay,
able to
so
come
they
back.
chopped it down. Yeah, a little bit. Oh,
Considerable
no,
amount.
actually, no. Never mind.
Well, it's
They were down 6. Now they're down 4, so they jumped
exactly.
it down by 2.
So yeah, and it's better to be down by 4 than 5, right?
Yeah.
Going into this half. So we'll see how Trident T1 Daughters are going to play this one out. Escadu seems like he's going to be committing to this left side quite a bit here by the white, but he's going to be taking some shots, finding one in the mid, able to clean him up. Jumps up top, gets the shot
Huge
there,
play.
and Izzy with a massive double kill on the duo of Wheats and Pac-Man, and they're going to continue their push. What a play out of Izzy.
I mean, plays like that, Golden Boy, can really just light a fire for the rest of the team. Izzy making a big play right there, pretty much defending his base single-handedly, picking up that 2-piece. The rest of his team's got to get pumped up. They got to get those juices flowing, and they got to start getting aggressive.
Yeah, you could clearly tell that they're getting energetic right now. They just need to convert that energy into points. They need it desperately. Damage, on the other hand, I feel like what Damage could be doing here is, calling out for his teammates, which is exactly what he seems to be doing. He looks over by the mid, says, guys, there's one person pushing white, one guy on the mid. He ends up getting taken out, though, over by that track, by that train bridge there. If and only if he's able to, have gotten that one, we could have seen a dramatic landscape change, but that was not the case. They have not been able to score. We've been in this matchup for about 1 minute and 20 seconds, and still not a score for either team. And there you see, as T1 Daughters are actually going to get that one, and that is going to be a good look for them. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. Rise Nation gets the score, and it was a trade. That's why I was like, wait a minute, the lead, did it change? But now a 3-point lead here as one of the members of T1 Daughters move in and get that goal.
Yeah, you see Damage picking up 2 kills right there. So
this
T1 Daughters is going to be like,
oh! Wow, he slipped right through there. That was so risky.
A little close for comfort right there. He got caught on the railing. He was trying to strafe to the side.
His dead carcass just floated right in there. That was hilarious.
He was just sprinting into just that railing.
Look at this. They're going to get this relay. Chilean able to find one, and this is going to have a couple seconds remaining. 2-1. Are we going to see a tie? T1 Daughters tie this matchup. Trident T1 Daughters, 11-11, 2 minutes, 47 seconds left on the clock, and you got to say, Mr. X, what a show out of them. It was a cold, cold game. No one was getting anything. It was just, everyone was just kind of like, just trying to get a feel for one another, and it just wasn't happening. And then out of nowhere, T1 Daughters just answer back, and it seems like Rise Nation's losing their bearings.
That is a 2-piece right on that defense flag. Since then, we've seen them rally off, 5 or 6 caps.
That's right.
So, able to get that map control, start getting that fast pace. Everyone talking a little bit faster, everyone putting a little more emphasis on what's going on. You see them able to take control of the Rise Nation spawn to take a 2-point lead right now, Golden Boy.
That's right. It was 10-4 going into, no, it was 10-6 going into the half.
Yeah.
Going into the half. They scored 7, while Rise Nation's only been able to score 1, and that's 8. So now it's going to be 11-14 here, 2 minutes on the clock, and you got to wonder, Mr. X, is this the time where T1 Daughters just gets heated up and Rise Nation they just can't find an answer?
This would be a huge win. If T1 Daughters can win this, they look very good for the rest of the series. Because Search and Destroy obviously
but look at Rise
a
Nation.
lot stronger than Rise Nation. But, Rise Nation is not going to go down. They're going to make a last-minute push right here. And, they're only down 4 caps going to play. This is still possible.
All right, well, let's switch over to Rise here and see what's going on. Looney, we got to talk about him. He's 26-17, and he's going to be hanging out inside of the Trident goal area. They're managing to get one. Now it's going to be 13-16. They are going to be down by 3 captures. They have 1 player there in the vicinity, and of course, they don't know that. Then there's going to be another guy on the side. That will be Looney trying to force his way around. Pac-Man and crew are going to continue to push up. Wheats is going to be inside of the Trident goal. He finds one through the middle like a laser beam, able to take him out, and we're just getting answer back after answer back with 1 minute left on the clock and 1 point remaining separating these 2 squads.
Yeah, Trident Daughters is going to hold on and keep this victory. They got to be more aggressive, Golden Boy. They can't just turtle in their base. A lot of times we see on CTF back in the day, on Black Ops 2, teams turtle in their base and just sit around.
Right. Yep.
It would end up losing the lead, and right now T1 Daughters playing way too defensive. They need to get at least 1 more score, and you see 1 player actually makes it all the way through red, and he's going to be in the back lumber of Rise Nation. He's going to have a 1v1 to win right there, and that would be a huge play if he can win that. And, he's going to be close to getting a score, but he's going to be stopped, and, looks like Pac-Man's going to have a pretty easy score right there.
Yep, and now they're going to be able to take the lead back by 1 point. 28 seconds left on the clock. You have 2 members here for Trident in a position to try and at least stop something from happening, which they do. They have 20 seconds remaining. They have to make a play happen. You have Damage over there focusing his attention over on red. 14 seconds remaining, though, as Damage creeps forward, hopefully trying to find something. No one's going to be inside of the base here as they tie it up, and that is going to wrap it up with a draw matchup here, 17-17. Trident T1 Daughters just managed to clutch that one. Rise could not get a body inside of the goal. They couldn't stop it, and now we have a replay. My goodness.
Crazy last few minutes.
Crazy.
Crazy last few minutes. You know, is Ace two-piece pretty much set off
Looney
T1
went
Daughters,
31
they
and
come
20.
back. And I was just about to touch on that, you know, if your Rise waste that good of a game from Looney, you know, 31 and 20 with 5 caps.
Yeah.
Those are games when you have a teammate that does that good and goes that positive, you know, you gotta seal those games home. You know, you need to win those games.
That's right. That's right. So the replay is going to start here in just a second, and we are going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the replay of Blitz on Freight. I can't even believe it, but actually, I think our production just told us we're not going to do a break, so we're going to just go straight into it. So
why
no
do a break?
Why do a break?
We're having fun. Why have a break when you're having fun?
Exactly. I wanted a swig of water, though. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I could use a swig of water. I don't. That's just how I roll. You know.
A little water.
Yeah, but I'm okay though. I'll get it in a little bit.
You're a survivor. You're a survivor.
I'll just feed off of the fat.
Yeah.
So T1 Daughter, Trident T1 Daughters came out strong, getting it was 10-6 into the half. The score ended up to be 17-17, if I'm correct, right? I believe it was 17-17.
Yep.
So with it being 17-17, that means they ended up getting 7 with 4. So wow, they ended up getting at least 11 caps there in that game. Wait, 7, 4, yeah, 11. Yes, they ended up getting 11 caps in that one, unanswered. Well, some of them they had a sick double,
answered,
but they were answered back. On the other side, you had Rise Nation able to get 6 on that one. Just
you know,
crazy.
it goes back to just playing at a faster pace. You know, when these European teams are forced to make a comeback, it forces them to play at a faster pace, and that's when you see they have great success against North American teams.
Yeah.
They just need to bring that pace when it's 0-0.
Yeah.
Don't wait to get down,
I agree.
10-6.
I agree.
Do it when it's 0-0, and then you'll end up winning these respawn games.
I agree. It's you need to come out strong. There's just no way that
excuse.
Each team has, and they know that they have to do that. And like you said, they wasted a great game there with Looney. He went 31 and 20. I mean, plus 11. You know, obviously you always expect big things out of him. And Looney, a talented player. Can he do that again? I think so. But when you look at T1 Daughters, every Trident came out strong there.
What is there a better chance of Looney having another good game like that, or T1 Daughters coming out being a little bit faster pace?
I think Trident T1 Daughters coming out with a faster pace is the more logical answer there.
That's why I'm going to take T1 Daughters in this replay.
All right. Well, let's see. The game is about to begin in just a sec. But I'll go ahead and jump over with the T1 Daughters, with Trident T1 Daughters, and see what's up with Izzy over there.
Who are you taking in this one?
I
made
honestly,
predictions on the first two.
I want to see
correct.
how it's going to roll out in the first 30 seconds.
Okay, so you're going to cheat?
Yeah, I'm going to cheat.
Yeah.
The way I
first
feel,
30 seconds, somebody gets 4 down. I'm going to take them.
I'll go with the.
I'll go with them. Yeah.
The guys who are winning right now by 5 points. I don't know. I feel like with Trident T1 Daughters, you got to talk about how they were able to, really find themselves in that second half, and just make a statement against Rise. But now, if you look here, Rise does have full control of the middle. There is actually, let's see here. That's going to be Fears in that middle there, and he's going to be there with, let's see. He actually is using an MTAR, which is quite scary, but Dent is going to go there for the cap, so that is going to be huge. First blood, but they're going to have an answer back right away, and that was going to be courtesy of Wheats as he was inside of the base. And now there's going to be one member there for Rise, but he's able to take him out. That would be Dens taking out Fears, and that was a good stop there for Trident. Despite that, though, 1-1, and within the first 30 seconds, I still can't call this one because of how evenly matched these two teams have been playing.
You said you were making a prediction. Give me something.
You know what? I mean, I'll have to go. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go probably with Rise on this one to force it. But I do think that Trident T1 Daughters could very well win. It's just, I don't know. I feel like Fears kind of knows that he's gonna have to step up here big time too. And you can see that right now he's 4-2. So, and if Looney just does it again, that'll just be scary for them.
Yeah.
But it's about closing out. It's about closing out. We've been seeing that quite a bit this week, where players just can't seem to do it. So, I don't know. Honestly, it's a toss-up. Rise, I tip my hat to Rise ever so slightly, with a heavy heart.
With a heavy heart towards the Daughters.
Love the Aussies.
Yeah, the Daughters have to get out of their base. They're playing way too much defense. Right now, Izzy should just push right out of his front base, close this door, and try and get white control. Because if they can get white control, that's when they can really start racking up, tons of these caps.
Yeah. Good shot there. Wow. Through the tracks. as he was able to pick one off and closes that door. Smart plan, you said it, push to the white. But it happened at their pace, which I like about Trident. They don't just rush things just to rush it. They do it when they feel it's best. He's going to be inside of the middle, moving in. Oh, and he's going to get picked off, but there will be one more member there. And Chilean was actually, no, that was going to be Dens. Chilean, though, on your screen, and he will have damage to work with here, or actually damage on your screen. Chilean will be working together. Damage able to pick up one. Chilean with another stop on Wheats and Looney. So now it's going to be all up to damage, pushing in, getting the cap 4-2.
Absolutely. You see Fierce is going to team kill one of his members in this base. And this is what I love about aggression on this
look
game.
at the way
you see they got a player back white. He's able to win that battle. That's Dens right there. This is a perfect position. He's able to just cause chaos in the base. And right now, Rise Nation's in a world of trouble. They're getting caught in this spawn trap.
Yeah, they're actually spawning over by crates, and they have like a little bit of a split there on their end. But they are able to cap that one, and Trident T1 Daughters coming out strong. It's going to be 5-2 now with Izzy on your screen. They score 6-2, 4-point lead for Trident. And I got to say, I'm really impressed with just how Trident's been composing themselves here. We said it before, if they were able to come out the way that they did strong in that first matchup, or in that second half of the first matchup, they could win this game. The chances of Looney having another monstrous game was pretty slim. But on the other side, Fears is performing very well at 11-6, and they need at least one player to kind of go off. Chilean has been that guy for T1 Daughters.
Yeah, absolutely. But somebody really needs to step up and help Fears, because Fears is the type of Slayer who's not really going to be too aggressive. He's more of a passive type of player. He's going to sit more mid-map. He's not really going to push up, try and get those spawn traps. And once T1 Daughters got control of white, Alex, we saw good things happen. So they're going to have to try and get back to that. But that's all 4 dead for the T1 Daughters. So that is definitely not something you want to see.
Yeah, incredible play there from Rise Nation. Pac-Man waiting for that opportunity to jump up. He's going to get picked off. That I did not expect to happen. Looney, though, is going to be over here, and he's going to get met with bullets from Damage, too. So now that is going to stop that run there for the time being, but Damage cannot be stopped. Looking at Fears, though, he will be in the back. He gets dropped by Dens. Damage, though, gets taken out before he was able to make a goal happen. Now with a 3-point lead for Trident T1 Daughters, they're looking to go strong, go into the half with a strong lead, try and get at least 1 or 2 more, and make this one into a wider spread, maybe a 5-point or 4-point game. That could be a good look for them here. Looney now, on the other hand, he is going to get taken out. Dens with a 2-piece on that one, jumping back over to Trident as they're going to push in, finding another one, and Dens is going to get dropped there. And you just see it that Rise knows they had to double back to the base, play that defense, and Trident knows that they're turtling, so they got to push in and get in their face.
I mean, you see Rise pretty much exclusively only playing out of their buildings. They can barely get to the 50-yard line on the map. Right there, they were able to, with Dens up in top green, making big plays. And, like we said, I'm extremely impressed with what I'm seeing T1 Daughters do. I would have been nice to see this in the first play of Blitz. They probably would have ended up winning that game. But, in this replay, it's a great way to start.
They get they get stopped. No goal
and then he's about to slide in right there at the end. He's on top. And
wow.
Denied.
Denied, not only by the time, but by Trident T1 Daughters. Look at Dens here. 1 kill, big clutch, double. What a play. That was huge.
Huge play.
Huge play from Dens. And you're seeing that Trident, everyone having a pretty solid showing there. On the Rise side, similar as well. Everyone's playing well, but Fears has definitely been, leaps and bounds above. Granted, though, with and I say that in the slaying category, though, 1 cap apiece for 3 players there from Rise Nation. On the other side, Damage, he's just been doing work.
Yeah, I mean, Damage has been doing work. But, Fears I fully expect to come through in the slaying department like that. Former member of Complexity and Strictly Business, Alex. Player who's kind of forgotten a little bit in the ranks. He plays extremely well at the beginning of games, and then known to just kind of
going to be by the goal.
Get lazy with it. But, he's right in a prime position. Top bar is one of the power positions from this side. And if I'm him, I don't know if I score. I think I probably wait for my teammates and try and, open up the middle of the map for them, because right now he pretty much scored himself into a spawn.
I'm sure he asked. He probably must have been like, do I score? Do I?
Oh, no.
Looney with a double kill there on Chilean and
Somebody
Damage.
whiffed some shots right there.
Yeah, certainly did. Enemy has scored, though. 3-point lead still for Trident T1 Daughters. Looney trying to find him. He is going to get picked off. That's going to be 3 down right now. Fears going to be by himself, knowing that there's going to be players on the crate side getting a kill with the grenade there. We're on Fears, or on Damage. Fears now pushing into the back. knowing that someone's going to be there. He doesn't see the gun, and he gets the goal, and that was going to be too close for comfort on that one. And a good play there, as it will be 7-5. 2 points here for Rise Nation to be able to come back from. Trident T1 Daughters obviously not wanting to let that happen, but they have control of the mid. The Australians have control of that 50-yard line, like you said. So that is going to give them that chance to be able to get some map control, maybe rack on 1 or 2 more points. And players are dropping like flies. Pac-Man can't do anything about that there. Fierce is going to be hanging out in the back. Him and Pac-Man able to work together to get a kill. One more player hanging out, but he gets stopped too. And now you're going to see Rise Nation continue to push forward.
Absolutely, but you see Rise Nation right there playing out of their base exclusively for a small period of time. Fear's going big. He's actually got 3 caps in the second half. Golden Boy, really stepping it up in the OBJ department.
And even in the slaying department,
and the slaying department. Fear's just an overall beast.
And they're down by 2 points. I couldn't agree with you more, man. He's been time and time again proven to just be a vicious animal. He's so good. And if you ever have a conversation with Fears, you'll realize he's probably the calmest person ever.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny. But needless to say, though, Looney now finding one as he was able to pick off another, going for the double. 3 down here for Rise. Fears by himself. 3 members of Rise Nation, of Trident T1 Daughters are going to be pushing up. A goal's going to be scored. 4-point lead here now as Trident continuing to add on to that as much as they can. They were able to get a body in there, which was important, and now they drop back into the defensive position, and they're playing that mid with ease.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scratch that though. Actually, Rise Nation is doing work.
Looney's going to get control of this white area, and this is the power position. T1 Daughters needs to focus on him right now. They need to get him out. You're willing to give up a cap if you can get this player out of white. And right now they're just going to let him kind of run supreme over here. But good rotation right there by Denz, able to pick up Looney.
Yeah, and they know that one more player is going to be bottom white, and someone should be challenging at any second. Now that is going to be Pac-Man. Can't win that gun battle. And Fears here, 19-5. He manages to defend that one. That's a huge win as he defends his goal. And that could have prevented another cap. It is going to be a 4-point lead, though. And if they would have let that one go through, it would have been 5, which wasn't good. But my goodness, damage. Let's go ahead and give you some love. 20-18, finding one, getting the assist with his teammate. Now you can see Rise, they're going to have to play out of their spawn. Damage on the left side. Knowing one's going to be there, that's going to be easy pickings as he rotates around, trying to get this one. But he is going to have Denz there. No, it's going to be Izzy as he actually gets taken out. So it was a Chili, and I apologize. But regardless of the fact, it is going to be 11-6. Trident T1 Daughters are poised to take this victory here if they continue on this path and get at least one more goal.
Oh yeah, if I'm T1 Daughters, I got to be super aggressive. You can't sit in your base. You're letting this Rise Nation team push so far into your base. That's when bad things can happen, and they got to score right now.
They have to score right now. Denz needs to come up huge. They score. They're still going to be in this game, but they have to score again. Actually, I think they might not be in it.
Right now, they would be out of it.
Yeah. Right now, they definitely are out of it. Especially, Chilean, my goodness, you freaking animal. But he is going to be able to kill him and move in there, get the goal. That's going to seal the deal. 26 seconds left, 12-7. Trident T1 Daughters showing that they can have a solid performance on this map again, given that opportunity, and they did against Rise Nation. You got to be happy if you're an Aussie.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be ecstatic if you're an Aussie. You're able to take one of these respawns like you're talking about, and that's really going to be important for them. You got to look at Rise Nation, how they're doing composure-wise. If they're maybe arguing a little bit right now. Wheat's not with one of his best games. Chilean going 32-26 for the Daughters. But, you saw what happened in that second half of that first blitz carry over into this replay, Golden Boy.
Yeah, that's right. And you asked a great question. What are the chances of Looney being able to go off again versus what Trident did in the second part of that game? And it made a lot of sense. And that's why they were able to come out with that win. Big performance out of Trident T1 Daughters. Now we're going to be going to Domination on Octane. Should be a good one. And the series right now currently going to be 2-1.
I'm going to predict Domination Octane.
Really?
Take Rise Nation.
Rise Nation, Domination Octane. That's not a bad call. That's not a bad call. We probably will go to a Game 5. Search and destroy. All right, guys, so we're going to go to a break. When we come back, Domination on Octane. Is Trident T1 Daughters going to be able to close this one out, or will Rise Nation rise above it and be able to fight their way to a Game 5? And there's only one place to find out, here on Charlie Stream, and we'll see you in a bit.